everybody, this is Ginger, and this is Ginger's Chat Show, and welcome aboard. I know some of you are dealing with a lot of storms today, so I'll try to be short. Of course, as of today, I'm sorry. Of course, as of today is Trump's first day at his criminal trial for the hush money thing, which also involved the 2016 elections. This also there was added with thing to it that he did interfere with he manipulated the 2016 elections. Because Hillary at that time Hillary Clinton was doing really good, and all of a sudden the numbers changed. So the number of things going on. Hi Dorothy, hi Nancy, hi Carol. Glad to see you guys, my favorite fans. I need more fans. So anyway, of course today they're doing jury selection. Trump is required to be at that courthouse every single day except Wednesday. Wednesday is when they do administration days and setting up other court dates. Regular administration work at the courthouse there in New York. So they basically do in-court sessions on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. And then, of course, you have weekends off. And then, Wednesday is their administration day. Trump is required to be there every day at his court trial. This is criminal. It's not like your civil. This is criminal. He has to be there. Well, as usual, Trump tried all these little antics, and they backfired on him. And Judge Merchan is being super strict and putting Trump in his place and reminding him to go, if you violate the gag order, again, the jail is just right behind my office, or just off the side back of the courtroom, and you could be sitting in there overnight if he doesn't behave himself. And there were some those that did report saying what Trump kept falling asleep at the trial and everything else, and I think he's acting like a little child. That's what he's acting like, and he should know better. And he should have gone to bed early last night and gotten plenty of sleep. He spends too much time up at 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning and ranting and raving and not getting proper rest. And that's his fault, okay? So, and he's also gagged he can't during breaks, during the lunch breaks and everything else, he cannot talk to the reporters. He cannot, post or anything during his breaks at all. It'd be either if he posts afterwards, after the trial's done for the day, or in the morning, early in the morning. Well, he's been reminded he's under a gag order. Severe gag order, and of course, as usual, Trump keeps saying, oh, my rights are being violated and everything else, totally missing the point of why this was implemented, because of his actions, right? And so, guy like that needs to be muzzled. As far as I'm concerned, when he committed those acts, he lost his rights, totally. Let's see, what else? So I'm glad to see Judge Merchan jumping the gun and making sure that everything is, sorry about that, making sure that everything is above board and transparent and everything else. And Trump tried to get Judge Merchan dismissed because his daughter was involved in political Action Committee company or something like that. Well, she's an adult, okay? And she lives and works in Chicago, and she does it for, works for a political action committee that's Democratic, okay? And she doesn't like Trump anyway. And how he tried manipulating everything else, Trump needs to be muzzled. I mean, literally muzzled for that. So, anyway, I'm good for Judge Merchan. Keep up the great work, and um, we'll see what happens then. Um, Now, as you know, later this afternoon, there's going to be some severe, nasty storms that are going to hit, uh, like Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Panhandle area, especially near uh, traditional uh, Tornado Alley area. Um, and there's some others, and then of course it's going to shift and it's going to go like in the south and east and everything else, so they're just keeping an eye on it. SpaceX is watching how they're scheduling their ships, their rocket launches because of these storms. And also, I saw in the news too, to the uh, NASA picked up on the sun, picked up a tornado on the sun. It was through a solar flare, but this time this flare was more like a tornado type action on the sun. And so the sun's right now in the middle of its solar storm. So that's why at times things will be a little bit chaotic as far as communications goes. But they're keeping an eye on it. Speaking of sun and speaking of heat and everything else, I don't know if you guys heard about Governor DeSantis in Florida, which I know who you hate with a purple passion, Dorothy. Um, he is banning protections for those that work out in the heat, like agriculture, construction, everything else. In other words, not allowing them to have any kind of protections from the heat, from heat stroke, sunstroke. Uh, you know, DeSantis is an idiot. You know what? They should make him trade places with somebody. And that somebody be a governor, maybe let's say for a week. Have him go out there for a week. And take the protections away from him. I'll bet you he's going to be backpedaling so fast it wouldn't be even funny. Because he would not be allowed to have water. He'd be not allowed to take rest breaks, get out from under get into the shade or anything else. In other words, turn the tables on him. And he needs to be taught a lesson. He should realize how bad, how serious, how dangerous sunstrokes and are. Heat exhaustion and sunstroke. Left untreated could kill a person. And, yeah, I know you do hate him. I dislike him too. No governor should not be allowed to do that kind of action against their own citizens. And I think the people of Florida need to rise up, give this guy the boot, and say, nope, we don't work for you. You work for us. And he needs to be reminded that he works for the people of Florida. And I know people say, well, he doesn't care. Well, if he doesn't care, then he has no business being a governor. Okay. Now this year, my governor, Inslee, here in Washington State, he's not running for re-election. And there is a couple of Democratic governors, I think, that are running, and a couple of GOP. Now, the two GOP ran before, but a lot of people don't like them. And I think one was kicked out of, or lost his or her election in the state Senate, or, the state legislator thing, and one other was also given the boot out of the local city council. So a lot of people don't like him. And Washington State does not like radical, super radical idiots like DeSantis or MTG and Boebert and everything else. We don't like them. We like people of common sense that want to do community service and public service that we represent. They represent us on our behalf to get things done and get things calmly performed. So anyway, DeSantis needs to be told, no, you work for us. He needs to be yelled at. And him meddling in Walt Disney and everything else, what is he trying to prove? And also in the so-called book bans, okay? And I think the library should rise up and tell the state legislature to go take a flying leap. You don't ban books, okay? They said the decision should be left up to the reader if they really want to read the book. It should be left up to them. They tried this book banning thing years ago when I was in junior college, and we were all looking at the student, the chancellor and everything else cross-eyed and saying, look, we don't like being told what books we can and cannot read. You should just leave it up to us. And so that's my thinking on this. So we'll just keep an eye on the Midas Touch is keeping an eye on what activities throughout the day during the trial, and they'll do an analysis. So go over to Midas Touch Legal AF. Here. Let me write that down for you. And they give out their updates in the morning, like I forgot the time frame is in the morning, but here it'll be like 1:20. It'll be about half hour here. 1:30 in the afternoon, so it'll be like 4:30 Eastern time, or 5 o'clock or 5:30 Eastern. So anyway, keep up with them. Get on their notification list. It's free to subscribe to them there. Just as it's free to subscribe at my YouTube channel. Okay. And as always, Facebook has been not very nice to their users. And I mean, there's some things, yes, you don't want bullying, you don't want cyber attacking, you don't want none of this crap. But you don't want to sit there and muzzle somebody when they speak out the truth, either. So, anyway, just a minute, I gotta clear my throat. Pollen count is really high today. It's kind of overcast here, and it is, let's see, let me see, weather. 55 degrees, rain is about 17 miles away here. But it's been 55, it's been cooling off. It was really warm, it was like up to almost close to 65 yesterday. But today it's cooled down quite a bit, so. Um, Now, is there anything else that you guys want to talk about? Um, but anyway, we'll just have to keep at it. Just keep at it. Keep it up. Remind your representatives and senators they work for you, not the other way around. They're supposed to work for you. Remind them of that. And if they don't like hearing it, I go, well, fine. If you don't like hearing that, you'll be out of a job this next election. That makes them think. You want to basically light a fire under them and say, look, you need to put common sense in there. You need to, find out with your constituents what they need, what works, what doesn't work, what problems you are having. They need to hear that more than anything. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and shut down really. Sorry. And I will see you on Friday at 1 o'clock. I'm not going to be doing the Wednesday chat thing unless something urgently happens. Okay? And I'll do my research and everything else. And I will see you guys later. Take care, stay safe, watch out for a storm, keep your weather eye to the sky. Because it's going to get really stormy today and tomorrow. So, please watch yourself. Have a great evening. I love you all, and I'll talk to you later. Okay? Bye-bye. Oh, and I'll post this on my YouTube channel, too. Tell your friends. Okay? Bye-bye.